Welcome friends to the 2026 Toyota 4Runner. We really only have one update to talk about, technically two, but regardless, if you stay tuned until the end of this video, I will be sharing with you how you can get the 2025 4Runners for $2,000 under invoice. That's like over $5,000 off the MSRP. More on that in a moment. For right now, let's talk about the updates and let's see which model is going to be best for you and your family. Okay, so for 2026, the stabilizer disconnect is now optional on the iForce Max TRD Off-Road Premium model. Before, you can only get this on the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunter. Well, now it's making its way to, a pretty top of the line TRD Off-Road Premium with the iForce Max, and it's optional. But if you want that, there you go. Other than that, no new updates, no new changes. There is no new standard equipment. However, the prices have gone up. For instance, the new starting price, it's going to be $41,570, and you have to add $1,450 for the destination charge. You are able to build the 2026 4Runner on the Toyota website right now, but roughly these prices have gone up by about $800 compared to 2025, which is certainly unfortunate, but it is what it is. More importantly though, is this vehicle worth it? Honestly, amongst the new Toyota vehicles in the lineup right now, the new Taco and the new 4Runners, these are some of my most favorite new Toyotas for sure. Why is that? Well, it's because it's a dramatic improvement over the previous generation Tacos and 4Runners from every aspect, like the driving, the acceleration, the handling, stability, the interior space. And what I like most is, sure, the interior materials and the technology has been vastly improved compared to before, but one of the charms and one of the things I liked about the old school 4Runners and Tacos was the solid, robust build quality. It felt like a tank. And the new 4Runner, it continues that, while having the better materials, the better tech, and also better ergonomics inside. I feel like the seating position, all of these things, it just feels better in the new vehicle. And of course, these new Tacos and 4Runners fare far better in a crash test compared to before. I mean, the old platform, it was like 20 years old. You just go on IIHS, you can just see how much more improved the crash structure is for these new models. You're still able to get these vehicles in either rear-wheel drive or with the 4x4. Of course, 4x4 is better, especially when you go to sell it. It's going to have better residuals. But the iForce Max powertrain is something that I would probably avoid. It's not bad. I've tested it. I love the Trail Hunter that I got to review, but not necessary. The iForce Max, it adds about 300 to 400 pounds to their curb weight. You're better off skipping that and improving the overall handling even more. So the regular 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, it produces 278 horsepower, 317 pounds-feet of torque. Yes, the iForce Max with the turbo engine and the electric motors, it does produce a lot more power. It does feel really great out on the road. It effortlessly gets up to speed. It's got 326 horsepower, 465 pounds-feet of torque. That sounds great, but still, I would avoid it. Save the money, save the weight. But the good thing is Toyota does claim that you can put a regular octane fuel in both powertrains. Some of the trim levels that I would recommend, it's like the SR5, TRD Sport, TRD Off-Road, and the premium version of those trim levels would be nice. So TRD Off-Road Premium, TRD Sport Premium to get additional features. And I'll have all of these things listed on the screen for you to check out, like the official press release, the official specs. That way you'll know everything there is to know regarding these vehicles. But yeah, you get a 4-wheel drive SR5 or something with a regular turbo 4-cylinder. You're going to be getting like 19 city, 25 highway, probably a bit less than that in the real world if you are more lead-footed. 8-speed automatic shifts flawlessly. Max towing capacity is 6,000 pounds. What I really appreciate is the high-speed stability, the handling that is far improved over the previous generation 4Runners. Seriously, like out of the highway on a windy day, like the previous 4Runner, it was getting blown around like crazy. This new 4Runner, it's a lot better. Another vehicle to consider would be like the 1958 Land Cruiser, but depending on the trim of the 4Runner that you go with, you're probably either skipping out on some options because really only the 1958 Land Cruiser is a good deal. The regular Land Cruiser, it really gets up there in price. So at that point, you're almost wrestling with a base model Lexus GX. So 1958 Land Cruiser can be had for some good deals. I like that driving experience as well, at least the one that I got to review. However, that only comes with the iForce Max powertrain, not the best fuel economy, not the best range. And the 1958 predominantly comes with a full plastic interior. I do think that the 4Runner has the nicer interior cabin. But try them all out, see if it's good for you. Check out the width of the cabins because it is a bit tighter regarding the width, but overall not bad in terms of space, practicality, and ergonomics. I appreciate that Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 comes standard on the new 4Runners, and the Toyota Safety Tech does work extremely well. If you're wanting to splurge with the 4Runner, definitely consider the Trail Hunter. So if you have the means and you want something that's going to retain its value pretty well, and you want something that's fun and entertaining, you're gonna love the Trail Hunter with its snorkel and its crazy intake sounds. It is so entertaining. The intake on the Trail Hunter, 4Runner, and the Tacomas, it rivals a $200,000 Porsche Cayman GT4 RS. Like, it is that level of crazy. So if you like that and you have the means, go ahead, go with the Trail Hunter, but most families are gonna be better served with the regular SR5s and TRD off-roads and sports as mentioned before. Regardless of that, as promised at the beginning of this video, here's how you can save a substantial amount of money on new Toyotas. I am personally partnered with Jim, who is one of the largest Toyota brokers in the United States. He has partner dealerships both in Pennsylvania and in California, although I believe he is expanding his dealer network, so he might have more states that he's working with. Regardless of that, PA and California, these are his two biggest states. And yeah, he's got $2,000 under invoice on the 4Runners. Of course, the regular models, not the TRD Pros or the Trail Hunters, just the regular 4Runners. He's got $2K under invoice, which is like $5,000 off the MSRP. Really impressive. If you live in like a big metro city and your local dealerships are constantly screwing you over, and especially Toyota dealerships, if they're just doing sticker price, then Jim's service is going to be of a big blessing to you, because yes, he does charge a broker fee. Sometimes he incorporates it into his deals, but regardless of that, he did say that if you reach out to him and you mention my channel, he did say that he'll take $50 off of that fee, so I really appreciate that. Regardless, even with this fee, even if you had to pay for shipping, which he does offer nationwide shipping, you're still like at invoice price, if not still under, and you're probably still doing far better than your local dealerships. So I've used Jim's service because in my area, Toyota dealerships, they hardly ever negotiate. So I've used his service twice, had the vehicle shipped, never had an issue. It's always been flawless. And of course, on things like the Tundras and the Tacomas, he's got exceptional deals on those, like $6,000 under invoice on the Tundras. So yeah, the best Toyota pricing in the country. If you want to take advantage of this, I will have Jim's information in the description box and on the screen for you to check out. He just has a phone number. You simply text him what you want. Don't call him, just text. Mention what vehicle you want, roughly the colors and the specs, where you are located, what your approximate credit score is, and he can get the process started for you. And working with Jim, it's not just the money that you save off the MSRP, it's all the other benefits. Like his partner dealerships typically have really low dealer dock fees. That's great. You don't have to worry about any additional shenanigans like tint fees, nitrogen fees, none of that nonsense. They don't force you to buy additional warranty packages. You just get the deal and you get out. And on certain models, he has some really good lease programs as well. Like I think SR5 4Runners, they're like $500 a month. Not bad at all. If you want to see Jim's reviews, you can go to his Leasehackr forum, check out his reviews there. He's also got a Facebook page. You can check that out as well. If you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.